Live. No, always got to go a few minutes, just a few minutes early, just to get people some time to come in. And you know how we roll. So, want to do that. Um, Also, it gives me a chance to set up my shit so that I can see comments. So when you do this, or yeah, people in the chat, because when you do this from your phone, the chat's kind of a little wonky. But the chat's kind of a little wonky. There we go. Yeah, see, we got stuff going on right here. So let's see. We're gonna try a different way. Instead of my laptop, I'll use my other phone and see if we can't get. I can't combat that lag just a little bit. But but I will do my laptop just in case. So if you're in here and you're watching, leave me a comment, give a thumbs up, let me know if everything's sounding good or if everything's doing all right. But we'll probably here in a few minutes we'll start off. We'll just start with the haul first, and we'll get it out of the way so that people that are watching the rewind can watch that part, and they don't have to stick around for the chat if they don't want to. But weed out the technical difficulties here. See if anybody's in here. And got a killer cool key for you guys that I can't wait to share with you. So excited to show that one off. Got a big stack of freaking Midtown stuff because they were a little late shipping. But hopefully we get some people in here. ME Comics, what's going on, man? All right, now we're in business. We're in business. Everything's going to, everything seems to be working. We can get the ball rolling here in a minute. We give people just a minute or two to get in here. Been doing good, man. Been doing good. Just working and haven't been putting out as much content. I kind of steered away from the mystery boxes a little bit, so I've been focusing more on bolstering my collection a little bit. So, laying off the FOMO books, trying to stay away from the incentive covers so much and start putting that money towards bigger key books, which you'll see one of tonight. So I'm happy with that change in direction. Like I said, kind of trying to bolster the collection. A few more of these, a little less of all this inventory that I got. We call it damn lie. You know. Yeah, the wall has picked up. Got a lot of books that yeah. Hey, it's hard, man. Don't get me wrong. I'm still gonna pick up a couple of those variant covers, and I'm still a sucker for the foils. Still a sucker for those foils, man. But I went through the paycheck quick this week, so I had to back off a little bit. So I didn't get those 616 books that I showed you, Ryan. I just I got them saved. Got them saved in the cart, but I didn't pull the trigger on them. Maybe next week. but yeah, the wall has grown by a couple of steps. Yes, foil. Love the foil goodness. But it's approaching that 3:00 mark. That's when I said I was going to start. So, like I said, I'm going to try to go through the haul stuff first. That way, like I said, the people that watch the rewind, they can watch the haul, and then if they want to stick around for the chats, then they can cut it off and just watch the haul videos. But it's 3:00 straight up. So let's go through. I got a bunch of Midtown shit I want to go through. I'll give you my pick of the week because I actually read one and I liked it. So I'll give you my pick of the week. What I think would be a good read for everybody. But let's get through them. Anyway, they're sliding off because I got them everywhere. First up, the Deadly Neighborhood Spider-Man number 3. I haven't started reading these yet, and so I'm not sure where to go. I need to quit doing that because we'll get to it in a minute. Because I had a tendency to collect them because they sound interesting, and then I get a bunch of them, and then start reading them, and find out that they suck, and then I've wasted all my money. And then Damn Them All. This is number 2, I believe. But this one, I've been reading this. Y'all gonna give me shit, especially Ryan in here. Flesh-eating cheerleaders from outer space, from After Dark Comics. Now I'm gonna tell you something. Before I show you this book, if you're into those B-grade movies, those, the I Spit on Your Grave type movies, and those kind of horror movies, this is a great book. This is a great book. It really captures that B movie feel, but it is uncensored. But it is number 2. I got the first one, so you get a little bit of the boobs on there. So roast away. Yeah, I didn't censor them. They can kiss my butt. And the last book, I'm gonna pick this up and start reading this. AWA Upshot is really stepping up their game as far as and I'll tell you what I mean in a bit. But as far as their storytelling and quality of books, man. But this is Sacrament number 5 of 5, so I'm gonna pick these up and start reading them now that I got them all. But it sounds interesting. Hopefully it doesn't suck. And then this Murder World Spider-Man number 1. I think it's the first appearance of somebody in here. I'm not sure who, but you got to love that. You got to love that steel cage, that octagon cover. Pretty cool. So I ain't mad at it. And then, of course, I've been picking all these up. I got the first one I got signed. I think first 2 I got signed and got a exclusive variants of, but this is number 3. This is Quick Stops. And this is the Kevin Smith book. This is a Kevin Smith book. It's in the vein. It's that what do they call their View Askew-verse? So part of that, yeah, Askew-verse, Askewniverse, yeah, Askewniverse, whatever. But I love Jay and Silent Bob, so I had to pick them up. Next, I'm still picking all these up. Carnage number 8. I'm just a huge fan of Carnage, so I'm gonna pick them up, no matter what. This variant cover is pretty nasty. I like it, the extreme variant. Pretty cool. Kind of dig it. Ryan, if I'd have known you was not doing nothing and just chilling at home, I'd have told you to jump on over here, man, and jump on with me. But ASM number 16, demonized variant. Pretty cool. Still holding out hope. They keep ripping off. You remember the oh, you at work? Working hard then, aren't you? But oh wow, yeah. But if you guys remember the Spider-Man Doppelganger, it's almost like they keep ripping that character off, but they just won't bring that character back. That's a cool character. Keep holding out hope for that. And of course, I think everybody got this one. Here's your FOMO spec book of the month, but Book of Slaughter, one shot. I think everybody's picking up everything that has to do with something that's killing the children. So, of course, I'm gonna pick that up. And I'm still picking up She-Hulks, but I'm on the verge of probably one more issue of this, and I'm gonna call it on these. And I did get the Peach Momoko variant, so There you go. Roast away. I know what I said about her. I know what I said about her. And I backpedaled. But and then next is Yoda number 2. I'm gonna pick these up because love Yoda. I wished I'd have got in early and got all the Darth Vader ones because he is the ultimate villain. But and again, cover by only got this for only one reason and one reason only, and that is because Spawn is on the cover of a Harley Quinn book, and you ain't gonna see that very often. So I love that, love it, and I could care less about what the interior of that book, but that is a strictly cover by. And then we got Dark Web Venom, Venom number 14. He's another Carnage. I'm gonna pick up Venom regardless, and Carnage regardless because I just love the characters. So there you go. And this is the final issue of The Nice House on the Lake. And I will admit I have heard nothing but good things about it. I have not read it. I've been waiting for it to be complete so I can binge read the whole thing. And this is the final issue, so I will read this. I've heard it's been fantastic, so can't wait to bust it open and give it a read. And this one, Tales from Earth 6, a celebration of Stan Lee, number 1. And of course, I had to get the Batman Man-Bat cover there. This was, Stan Lee did a small run for DC a long time ago. And there was some stories that were based on Justice League characters, I think. And so this is like a compilation of those stories, like a celebration or a tribute to those stories and those characters. So I had to pick one of those up. It was awesome. Oh, 1 second. We're about done. Yes, today's episode is brought to you by Clear American Tangerine Mango. For those of you that don't like water, because fish fart in it, among other things. This one, another character that I love. Can't wait to see this one in the MCU because he's going to be there. And that is Sabretooth and the Exiles number 2. Love me some Sabretooth. And remember a minute ago when I was talking about the bad thing about picking up a bunch of books and getting a bunch of copies of them or a bunch of issues before you read them and then it's sucking? Well, here's one of them. This is Sweet Candy Vigilante number 1 and 2, I believe. These are variant covers, or maybe 2 and 3. I'm not sure, but I do love the covers of these. They're gorgeous covers, and I love the artwork. But I finally cracked open issue 1 and 2 and read them, and the story is terrible. It's just terrible. So I'm going to complete the run. I love the covers, and I went all in on them. Got some variants. I got a couple of covers I'll complete the run, but not a big fan of the story. I got to be honest. Next up, Scarlet Witch number 1. This is the first appearance of Darcy Lewis in the mainstream comics. Ryan, you probably know who she is. If you saw Thor, the first Thor movie, there was Jane Foster and her little sidekick was Darcy. But this is her first appearance in a mainstream Marvel comic. So there you go. Little minor key there. Planet Hulk World Breaker number 3. So that's the thing. I picked it up. Not sure if I'm a fan or not. This one I was excited for. This is Joe Fixit number 1. Who can forget that iconic Wolverine Hulk cover with him in the white tuxes and stuff, and the Joe Fixit, but first appearance, but he got his own title. So we'll give it a shot, see what happens. And next up, we have got Ryan's book here, Poison Ivy #8. The covers have just gotten progressively worse throughout the series. They started off like banging covers, man. They were badass, and then they just started getting And this was the best of the worst. And this was it's a Jenny Frison. I like Jenny Frison, so I got her cover. But it's Poison Ivy #8. So I think there's 12 of those, right, Ryan? And then off my that actually can no that doesn't conclude my Midtown buy. It you even said yourself, Ryan, the covers aren't as good as they were when they first started coming out. Don't hand me no shit. But anyway, my last book and my pick of the week for a great read, because this one was fantastic. I actually just finished reading the first issue of this, and it's great. But I highly suggest if you liked Red Room, that series, you'll like this one. But it's Trojan from AWA Comics, AWA Upshot. It's a cool story. It's basically like Red Room, only with mythical creatures. This girl on the cover, this fairy, she's trying to get in to the website, or meet with the guy that runs the website, who basically does snuff films on mythical creatures like fairies, mermaids, and stuff like that. What's up, Funk? What's going on, man? but they do these snuff films, and they torture and kill these things. So it's dark, but I'm assuming, since the title is called Trojan, that she's probably trying to infiltrate this thing and shut it down, be my guess. But so far it's been a really good read. The first issue is great, so if you haven't got it, that's my pick of the week. Check it out. I think it's a great book. But okay, let's see. Now we're on to the book, the one Ryan has come to my live stream and has been waiting for. Cali Comics, what's going on? Welcome aboard. Glad to have you. The book that Ryan has been patiently waiting for in the live for me to show off, because he's jealous and he wants one so bad. But it is the book that will cement my legacy as one of the top tier collectors of comic books on the planet. And it is Tampon Man and Applicator Boy #1, Brian Silverbacks. It's a Kickstarter, so there aren't that many of them. And I didn't just get that cover, but I also got the black and white variant, the color splash variant. Boy, I'm telling you, if you follow me on Instagram, you've seen them. But Comics on the Edge, what's going on? But there you go, man. Unfortunately, you cannot get these now, because the campaign is done and they've all been mailed out. You'll have to go on to Instagram, Brian Silverbacks with an X, see if you might be able to finagle one out of there. And I did read it because curiosity got the best of me, and I had to read it. And it is funny. Basically, the bad guy sends a barrage of people trying to kill Tampon Man, and the one that stuck out the most was Scatman and Scatman and I can't remember. Damn it! I knew I was gonna forget when I got live, but it's a comedy. it's meant to be funny. It's not meant to be taken seriously. Meant to be funny. It serves its purpose. It's hilarious. And aside from the morbid uh, content or the morbid, you know, content, you got to admit that's some great art. Brian Silverbacks is actually a fantastic artist. The minstrel variant, yeah, there you go. Quick, applicator boy to the maxi pad. But okay, on to my eBay pickups. Only two. Only two. One is a little addition to my Brian Boland Wonder Woman collection, and that is Wonder Woman number 75. Love that cover. Boland likes to tie Wonder Woman up. Ryan, you can relate. You'd like to tie Wonder Woman up, I'm sure. But he likes those bondage covers. And then my big monster grail, my big monster key book that I clickbaited y'all here to get. Yes, Boland, right on. That I clickbaited you to get is my copy of Star Wars number 2. First appearance of Han Solo, Chewbacca, Obi-Wan, Greedo, Jabba the Hutt. First appearance of Millennium Falcon. First appearance of the Death Star. I mean, that is 7 key elements to this one book. Number 1 is still just a little out of my reach, and this one is not a near mint copy by any means. It is probably a fine, a VG plus to fine. It's a mid grade. It's a mid grade, 6.0, somewhere in there. But it presents really well. I was happy to get it. Made my day. Made my day to be able to pick one up for a decent price. But that does it, man. That is the haul for this week. Now I get to put all those away. Petitioning for Gal to be the next Black Cat. Yeah, I'm glad to have that one in the PC. I'm gonna try to send it off, get it cleaned and pressed. I can't do nothing for the spine ticks, but there's some definite pressable defects in there. I'm see if I can get this to show up on here. There's a crease right there. There you go. You can see that right in the middle. That's pretty gnarly. Gal Gadot is Catwoman. I could see that too. Actually, that would be a great casting for Catwoman. Yeah, the colors look good on it. It still presents well. That has been the hot topic, and man, the whole James Gunn thing has been the hot topic going on. Man, I'm kind of on the fence about it. Do I like the things that he's done? Probably not, but I mean, at the same time, I really wanted to see Man of Steel 2. Really did. And I think it sucks that he canceled it. I think it sucks that he canceled Gal Gadot. I've heard it pronounced both ways, but I know Ryan. Ryan hates him, but at the same time, the whole comic book community has bitched and moaned about how bad DC movies were, or are, and have been, and stuff, and then they hire somebody of it and say, you got to clean this mess up. And now those same people that are saying those movies are bad are the same people bitching because he's starting over. So, but, you can't like improve on a recipe by adding the same ingredients. So I understand why he did what he did. I don't like it any more than anybody else, but I understand why. I mean, if he hadn't have, there'd be people online talking about, well, how's he going to improve on it if he's keeping the same people that made it shitty to begin with? So I mean, he was damned. He was damned if he did, and damned if he didn't. He was gonna be hated no matter what. If he'd have kept them all, everybody would have said, "Well, that's stupid." Well, hell to you too, Warlord. So they would have roasted him for keeping them all because they said, "Well, it didn't work when you had him the first time. What makes you think it's going to work this time?" So it was kind of a doomed project. So I'm holding out my opinions until I see what he ends up doing with the DCU. Um, like I said, he did piss off a lot of people. I'm not happy about a lot of things. I think he talks out of both sides of his mouth a little bit, talking about these don't fit in. I got rid of them because they don't fit into my 10-year plan. But I'm keeping Aquaman sequel. I'm keeping. We're going to keep the Joker movie sequel. We're going to keep the Batman sequel, and all these other ones, and we're just going to pretend like they're something else and not exist. I'm thinking, well, why can't you do that with Man of Steel #2? I mean, really. So I don't know. I mean, I don't like the things that he's doing so much. They suck, but at the same time, kind of understand why feels he has to do it. So I'll wait. So what's up, Warlord? I'll wait and see what happens. I know Ryan and I have talked about it. He hates his guts, as you can see in the chat, but because he fired his girl. But so he better deliver. That's all I can say is he better deliver and make everybody go, okay, we're not mad anymore. And I think the first thing he needs to do, of course, is replace Flash, Ezra Miller with Grant Gustin. Just saying. But there's rumors. Have you guys heard the rumors floating around that Warner Brothers execs are actually considering going forward with Ezra Miller? I'm like, oh my God. Let's see. The Rock, successful, gone. Gal Gadot, one of them was successful, but gone. Henry Cavill, probably the only character in the DCU Snyderverse that people loved, gone. But the Flash, the most hated person on the planet right now, maybe we'll keep that one. Just doesn't make any sense. I don't know. I just don't know. But clean it up like Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, well, I didn't like any of the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, to be honest with you. Wasn't a fan. Not a fan of those characters, though, so I probably wasn't going to. I did see something that I think the rumor mill is off on this one. I don't think they keep Ezra Miller. I really don't. I just can't see him doing it. There's just no way they can. They've already rewritten him. So I don't see. Besides, Warner Brothers isn't the say all final word. They're owned by Discovery. So what was my major key? See what happens when you come to the party late, James. There you go. Star Wars issue #2. First appearance of everyone except Luke. First Han Solo, Chewbacca, Obi-Wan, Greedo, Jabba, Millennium Falcon, and the Death Star. Oh, you're working? Well, I guess it's nice of you to take time. I know you're busy, so it's nice of you to take time to pop in, James. Watch the rewind. I did all the haul video part first, so people that watch the rewind don't have to sit through this part where we just aimlessly talk about shit. But I like to kick it with my subscribers once in a while. I don't get to do it very often. All 5 of you that are in the chat. So, but see, that's why James. That's why James is one of the top-notch guys in this community. Stuff like that. You're a good dude, James. Always has been. But man, what else was in the news? Seemed like we went. There was other shit I wanted to talk about. There's some shit going on. Oh, Jeremy Renner. Man, I hope he's doing okay. I finally read how he ran himself over with a snowplow because I was thinking to myself, how in the hell do you run yourself over with a snowplow? So apparently, what happened was he was plowing the road behind his car to get his car out from a snowbank, and he got out of the plow to say something to one of his family members, and the plow started rolling back on him, and he tried to jump back in it and stop it, and he missed and went under it. So hope he gets feeling better. I hope he makes a full recovery. But man, the good news is he's money is no object. He can get the best medical treatment money can buy. So if his legs can be saved, they'll do it. Where does the snowman keep his money? This is a dad joke, and I can't think of the answer. Go ahead, James. Where does the snowman keep his money? Yeah. Do 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 do. In the snowbank. Oh. Okay, James. Thanks for stopping by. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Man. Hey, I did see a rumor that one thing that I'm super excited about, if it happens, is I don't know if the leaked 10-year plan picture that leaked on the internet for a brief few minutes is somebody trolling or if it's factual. But I did see something about a Teen Titans Judas contract that would make me very happy. That would make me very happy. I would love to see that. I always wanted to see a Teen Titans movie, and of course the rumors floating around that Jason Momoa may be out as Aquaman but in as Lobo. I mean, perfect casting for Lobo. I just kind of I guess I don't have to explain it in the DCU continuity how Aquaman is Lobo all of a sudden. Just roll with it, but who knows? It should be fun though. I'm hoping that one. Yeah, Teen Titans movie would be great. And I don't have that book, and it's not that expensive. I need to go after that one. That first appearance of Nightwing. I don't know how I don't have it. Just kind of one that's slipped past my radar. One that got out of hand, but it's kind of coming down, but might start blowing back up again. I see Daredevil books are starting to pop off again. Seems like I start going after Daredevil keys and stuff, or going after keys, and then after I get them, then those books start popping off. So who knows? But I don't care. I like Frank Miller Daredevil. Yeah, the Batman Beyond. They're talking about that. Yeah, I was never a Batman Beyond fan really, but I like what they're trying to do about with it, and I like that they're using that to bring Michael Keaton Batman back. I think that's kind of cool. So I'm not mad at it. I'll go watch it. I'll definitely go watch it. Definitely go watch it. But well, there's only me and you in the chat, Warlord and Ryan probably off and on. I think the chat's kind of winding down. I'm starting to bore people to sleep. Kept it at 30 minutes. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good, that's a benchmark there. That's what I try to keep them at now. But I do appreciate everybody that popped in. The toys go winding down. Well, but hey, stay tuned for the channel. I got some stuff coming. I got a really cool statue to add to my statue collection, my action figure collection, and so I'm can't wait for that to get here so I can show you that. My Midtown haul. Sorry, it was such a long one. Apparently, it wasn't the holidays so much that slowed mail down. It was the winter storm that ripped through the U.S. middle part of the U.S. that kind of shut mail down for a while. So I think they're back on track now, so they shouldn't be that big. I mean, honestly, I've been four or five booking it every week. That one happened to have a big one. That was one of my $100 haul video or hauls from Midtown. But yeah, got some more action figure stuff coming up in the future. A couple days, we'll be doing an unboxing of a big boy figure that I've been after for a long time. It's kind of been out of my price range, but I got a great deal on it. Got a really great deal, about $30 cheaper than what it normally sells for. So I can't wait to show you guys that. So stay tuned. Also got a mystery box coming from JC Comics and Collectibles. If you've never watched me unbox a JC Comics and Collectibles mystery box, tune in for that one, because his mystery boxes are always fire. They're always on point. I think James and Ryan can attest to that. But he sold out really fast. Did not win a grand prize. Ryan, on the other hand, did, like he always does. I'm telling you, that boy needs to buy some lottery tickets. Needs to buy some lotto, man. But anyway, Cali Comics, James, Ryan, everybody else that showed up, Comics on the Edge, ME Comics, Funk Comics. Thank you guys for showing up. I appreciate it. That's going to do it for this haul video. We'll see you guys next week in the next one, or we'll see you sooner than that for the next action figure video. Take her easy. Peace.